What's up, YouTubers? What's up, you bloopers? What is up, YouTube? My name is Justine with 6 N's, and no, it's not because I'm satanic. So since we got that out of the way, let's get into the video of today. What is up, everyone? We just got in. We got our goodie bag right here. They give you candy as soon as you come in. And we have a special guest. Hi. The one, the only.
It's Karina!
We're going to show you guys all things spooky here before the sun goes down. So it's going to be a little bit fast, a little bit slow. In between, it's 7 p.m. on a Sunday.
Yeah.
So let's go get some snacks or treats. So these are the houses that they have, and you go with your goodie bags to the house. And it's cute because it's like literally like a little sign that says Museum Ave. You can go down there. You can go over here, which is super cool. We just came from over there, which was the little graveyard thing that they had. I love how they have a freaking mailbox and a flagpole. America, I'm telling you, man, this is so cool. Oh, sure, I went up there. So we're gonna go down this street and we're gonna go check out all the cool Halloween decorations.
That's so cute. It really did freeze in time.
Chilling beings, I hope you're having a skeleton of fun this Halloween night.
What is up, everyone? I am back from Trick or Treat, Las Vegas, Nevada, to be exact. I was deep up in Hendo, and when I mean I was deep up in Henderson, Nevada, woo! But I was with the one and the only Karina, and I had the time of my life. We were both laughing up a freaking storm. It was so hilarious. Like, the whole time we were just there cracking up, having the time of our life. Now let's talk about the pros and let's talk about the cons. I'm gonna start with the cons and then we're gonna do the pros. So a con was me and hers, our ticket was for 5 p.m. so we could record. It was gonna be light outside. You guys could see everything. However, yesterday, Las Vegas being Las Vegas, it's always something different. It's never the same thing. Wind picked up. So it's not their fault that the wind picked up and they pushed our dates to 7 p.m. It's not their fault. We understand Las Vegas is deserts, so this picture like dust and wind just picking up and hitting you in your face and you getting your eyeballs and knocking over Halloween displays. Like, okay, I get the reason why they moved it, right? Okay. But my con that I have, we need to see more vendors for food. Now, I'm saying vendors out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm saying, even if it's big venues or small venues, I know y'all worth and everything, but baby, Trick or Treat could really use a little bit more help. It had one food truck and one lady selling desserts. Me and my homegirl like, so where's the adult beverages at? Because, we want to have a good little drinky pool. I'm not saying you need to have a drink to have a good time. So if you're watching this video, be like, oh, you need to have a drink to have a good time. No, you do not need a drink to have a good time. But I'm just saying, like, dang. Even if there weren't no alcohol for the adults, still one vendor food truck? Nah, boo, they ain't flowing with me. You need to have 2 to 3, okay? 2 to 3. And let's make it like a variety. Like, let's make it like a Hawaiian food, or let's make it like, I really have not saw a Chinese food truck. I was about to say Chinese food truck, but I ain't never seen that. But, like, let's see, like, some type of, like, authenticity. Like, I want to see more. So, that was that. And then there's this guy that was there, and he makes Halloween decorations. And he has a haunted house. I don't know, all year round. And you know me, I'm all things spooky Halloween. I'm like, what you talking about? I have not heard about this. So I got a little QR code. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go look that up. I'm gonna look that up for real because, sir. So we walk around the whole thing. So that was my cons that I have for it. Do I have any more cons? I don't think I have any more cons other than like when there's like this trail and it has like numbers on the ground and there's no like information about what you're looking at on the ground, because these are things that are back in the day. Like, it is, I'm not trying to be rude, but it is historical, like 1920 to 1930s, 40s and 50s and 60s, 70s, 80s. I don't know if it had 80s, but it did go up to the 70s because they had the museum where it was like, okay, the museum was tea. The museum had like, they had a thing where it showed that Vegas was going into mixed culture, color people. They had a thing like that. So we're going through this whole little trail and we're looking like, what is this? What is that? What is this? What is that? We don't even know. Couldn't even ask nobody because nobody was there. So it was just like, So those are my cons that I had. I have one more con, but I'll probably leave it at the end. I have one more con, but I'll leave it at the end. My pros that I have, the houses were so beautiful. These were homes that were built back in the day, and they picked it up and moved it all the way out to Henderson, Nevada. And I mean, they were homes, okay? I mean homes. I'm not talking about these homes that you see now out here in Las Vegas. These were homes that I knew I would see back in the East Coast, okay? I was like, I like this. And they showed us like people that had like little sheds as a home, and all they could have was just a bed and no really furniture, a little small refrigerator. Then they showed us stuff that like people lived in mobile homes, and you can go inside all these things. You can go inside them. They even had like a print back in the day where they used to print stuff. So like, think of like a how can I like word it? Think of like a journalist and like the old typewriters, and like it was just also all types of typewriters and all types of like back in the day, like the stamps they used to stamp on the paperwork. It was just like, oh my goodness. And it was just like, I stepped back into time. That's how it was. Like, they really captured everything, and I stepped back into time, and I was like, if I had any of these jobs, I would need to start over my life, because there was no way in heaven's names that I would be doing any of that. Okay? The homes were very lovely. Now, the actual homes, like where they were like built, they were very lovely. They all had their smells still intact from like probably the previous owners, or just like, I don't know. But it was amazing how you could move a house all the way out to Henderson and the house still had its smell. Now, some houses had AC. I'm pretty sure there was no AC back in the day. Okay. Pretty sure there was no AC back in the day. But it was funny to see like how some of them put like a AC unit box really inside the house, and then some of them had like air vents that came out from the floor, the wooden floor, and I'm like, like just like silently like, okay. But it was very cute. It was very fun. I love going into all the houses. You can go inside of a train. That was pretty cool to see, like, where they slept at on the train and the toilet system and where they sat, where they were about to get off the train. And then they also had International Airport. Yes, they did. And that was very awesome to see as well. So those are all my pros. Those are my cons. The last con that I have is they had the clowns that were doing, if you watch my YouTube video, the Circus Fright Dome. The clowns that ran it last year came to this event this year. My con for that is we were leaving by like 8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Or they changed our time. We got here by 7. We did all our recording we possibly could record before the sun went completely dark, because they don't believe in lights over there. They don't believe in lights in Henderson. Like, they do not believe in that. They don't. They believe saving electricity. That's how I think about Henderson when I always think of Henderson. Country. Nothing wrong with the country, but gosh forbid, you are going to need a light and a freaking camera and record. But they're coming in and we looking like, because we're thinking like it closes like at 9, you know, like we're like, okay, like, because everybody was leaving. Like, everyone was like leaving by the time we were leaving. And like, we're looking at the time like, they got here like at 8 o'clock. No, like 8:30-ish. 8:30-ish. And they're walking in and they got their whole little outfits on, you know, the Trip NYC, and they're like little clown makeup and walking in all cool. And we're just like, what y'all doing? Because what? We understand it was windy, but when we came in, the vendors were still there. Like the food truck, dessert lady, the haunted house man, they all there. They all there. So I'm just like, okay, you create your own thing. You do what you want when you popping, right? But those were like my cons, my pros. Will I go again? If I go again, it would have to be like with friends, and it would not be a solo dolo thing, because it was just, you can do it by yourself if that's like what you like, but I just wouldn't do it by myself. I would go again with friends and have fun. Spooky. Stay spooky, guys. I got this from Spirit Halloween last year. This is a Hot Topic t-shirt. I had on some black H&M shorts and my loafers from Steve Madden. That's how I was coming. That's how I came and how I showed up. Yep. Y'all already know what to do. And with that being said, I'll catch y'all all in the next video. Have fun, be safe, stay spooky, and don't worry, because I got another video coming out for you guys as well. Catch you soon. Let's hop off this ghost train. Whoop, whoop.